helping my international team. The one Jordan said I must talk about Argentina beating Brazil. Why? Jordan, did you know the Brazil under 17 team just beat Mexico and win the under 17 World Cup? Do you know anything about winning World Cup? When last you win a trophy? Enough of Jordan and that. So we're on to coming weekend's game. Full deck for you. Pochettino, Spurs, Mourinho. I'm going to give you my top 5 players. We're looking at predictions. Jordan versus Adrian. You know that goes. So are you ready? Because you know I am ready. So I must do. Tottenham Hotspurs. Spurs. That's what we're talking about. They have been languishing in 14th place this season, performing well below par, unexpected. A lot of the pundits said this is a team that will be challenging Liverpool and Man City. And so the rest of the pack will be battling for 4th place. But guess what? Spurs is battling for relegation, to avoid relegation. Daniel Levy called Pochettino to a meeting because they have been performing well below par. There's been problems with the team. You have Ericsson, Vertonghen, Aldavera, Rose, all contract running down and will be leaving on the free. Pochettino has not been able to get this team to perform well. So Daniel Levy called him to a meeting. And what were they discussing in this meeting? Daniel Levy said, wiping the floor, getting rid of you. So what they did? Sack Pochettino and decided to bring in Jose Mourinho, the proclaimed special one, to save their season. I think they should have hired Big Sam Allardyce to save them from relegation. But as a Spurs fan perfectly put it, they could not afford the chewing gum clause that Big Sam wanted. So he didn't get a chance. So they hired Mourinho. Not too sure how this relationship with Jose Mourinho, Daniel Levy, will work. Because Daniel Levy is notorious for not spending any money. And don't forget, they just completed building a brand new stadium, which Daniel Levy said cost approximately $1 billion. So, how is he going to fund this team that Jose Mourinho will want? Because Jose Mourinho can't win a title unless he has a whole heap of money to spend. Let's look at Pochettino net spend since he's been at Spurs the last 5 years. He has spent $353 million. Sold some players and end up with a net spend of $109 million. So he had to endure operating on a minimal budget. And you have to give him credit to have this team playing in Champions League for the last 4 seasons, got to the Champions League finals, playing good football, competing. You have to give him some credit. He's a good manager, but he just never got the support in terms of funds to kind of freshen up the team as they went along. He has always been shielding Levy by saying they don't have to spend any money to compete, blah, blah, blah. Really? Well, look at what you have now. 4 of your main players leaving on the free. Well, you don't have to worry. You get your money, you leave with your 12 million. I don't wrong you. Mourinho, on the other hand, since he joined the English Premier League in 2004, that man has spent about £800 million on players. We're not going to go too far back. Let's just look at his last 2 seasons with Manchester United. He spent $4 million. I look at the Manchester United team that they currently have. That's his team basically, and he spent $400 million. That's crap. And he kept complaining that he needed more money to compete with Man City. You spend $400 million in 2 years, and you don't have a team that can win the league. You're not ready, Mourinho. Nobody wants to play for you anymore. Other teams have money can spend. So how is Daniel Levy going to find money to give him to spend? Because, as I said before, 4 main players are going to leave on the free. Them have a new stadium to pay for. Jose Mourinho not going to work unless he can spend $200 million between January and the summer transfer window. This is very interesting. I just think Jose Mourinho desperate for a job. Can't blame him. The man without a job. So the man need a work. So the first one that comes, him take it. I am sure in his contract, him have a payout clause as if them choose to sack him, him walk away smiling. But this is not going to work. Pochettino's last request of Daniel Levy was that please put it to VAR. Let VAR determine the outcome of this. Please. And this is VAR's outcome. What would Mourinho do for Spurs? Defensively, because he's a defensive-minded manager, he will improve them as the best way he can. Get them score goals. They're not. They have people that can score goals. Song, Kane, Mora. Or it's for Mourinho to get Mora in this team because he can make a difference. How he's going to shape that attack, shape that midfield, is left to be seen. Him have quality, I won't say that, but I think he's a dinosaur now. The type of football he plays, it has moved on. So let us see how he does in his first game against West Ham, because he would have the team training 3 days before that game. So let's see what he brings to them. All the best to you, Spurs fans. I'll be having fun watching you sliding further down that table. We are basically a third of the season, 11 games in. So I decided to pick a top 5, and this is my top 5 players. In 5th place is Sterling. I scored 7 goals so far, improving year in, year out. Manchester City would not be where they are right now without Sterling, with his contribution, goals, and assists. Playing quite well, I must say. In 4th place, I have Van Dijk, the solid as a rock in the Liverpool defense. He is very commanding, and he is a key factor why their defense is as good as they are. Sometimes you see some slippage there, collectively with the team, but Van Dijk has been playing quite well. I have him as number 4. Number 3, Kevin De Bruyne. That man, vision is out of this world. He sees things nobody else sees. He is the reason why Manchester City keeps ticking. He picks a pass out, he scores the goals, he keeps them going. Number 2, this was hard, but I'm going with Sadio Mane. He has 7 goals for Liverpool. He has saved them on numerous occasions, and he keeps banging in the goals. With him and the other 2 up front, Liverpool attack dangerous. If you take Mane out of that Liverpool attack will suffer. He is a key to that Liverpool trio. In 1st place, Vardy, leading goal scorer, 11 goals. That man is carrying Leicester City attack. He's scoring goals for fun, reminiscing of the season when they won the league. So I have Vardy as the number 1 player after 11 games. That's my top 5. Yeah, man, prediction time again. It's now Adrian leading Mr. Tate. In the last games, Adrian trampled on that man. He held a beat and teach class. Beat Jordan left, right, and center. 8-3. So, here are the predictions from both. And let us see what they have in store for us with this weekend's game. Have a look at this. Well, fans, we come to the end of another RZ Sports and Entertainment vlog. If you like this, put a tick on the like button and please subscribe. Our target, we have 5 subscribers, and in 2 weeks I try to get it to 10. So come on guys, subscribe to this channel. And you know the thing already, happy football weekend.